Have you told him about the psychiatric hospital?
I'm better.
You're vulnerable.
No, I'm not. I was not doing anything. That's what made me ill. I am doing something.
This stuff is black. It's a game.
So you believe it now?
I believe in God.
What's that supposed to mean?
What is that supposed to mean? We don't do, Ow. What is that supposed to mean? I don't know. That's really... I don't even know if that has anything to do with tonight's episode. Who cut that? Is that new scientist over there? Yeah, fire him. Get him the fuck out. Yeah, he ruined the show. We usually don't have this issue. Yeah, that guy back there usually does that. And you did that? Get him out of here. All right. Hi, everybody. We'll fix this later in post. Episode 490 of Nick the Rat Radio. Crack it. Crack it. Ooh. We're going to have a great episode tonight. It is Wednesday, May 28th, 2025. If today's anybody's birthday, happy birthday to you. And yeah, it's 10:30 at night right now. 10:36. Is that playing on Jordan Peterson? Are you talking about my cool shirt? My cool shirt? It's got dancing skeletons and shit on it. My shirt. It's halfway. We're halfway to Halloween. Like more than halfway there. Yeah, I don't know why I'm such a soy cuck Halloween boy. I love it. What are you gonna do about it? You can't do shit about it, okay? I'm gonna like Halloween till the day I die. So suck it, haters. If you're not hating, then whatever. Join me in my love for the hallowest of weens. Drinking some Coors Banquet tonight. On May 28th, 2025, episode 490, Nick the Rat Radio, the best podcast coming from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. Oh man, life has just been crazy lately. It's been insane. Been trying to fix the hairline around my nose. Sometimes, my hair. Because I'm a rat, so I get really fuzzy face and stuff. And you watch all these videos, like barbers and stuff on the internet, and you're like, wow, these guys really know what they're doing. And they have this like little tool. I don't know if you guys seen it. I don't know how many hairy people out there listen to this show. But you ever hear of what's it called? A dermaplane, I think it is. First, listen to that word, dermaplane. That sounds like something that Hellraiser would fly on. I don't really. And if you really want like a good edge to your beard, you can't just use like a regular razor. That shit won't make a good enough line. So I looked into these dermaplanes. It's like a little. It's kind of like what is it like? Do you know how like the giant flat razor that people used to shave with, like the giant thing that looks like a butcher's knife? Skin resurfacing. Oh. Tuck your arms and legs in, people. We're going to reskin you up. So yeah, like straight razor, but this thing's like I didn't think it was going to be as sharp as it was, and I didn't respect it enough the first time I used it. I still have a whole. I got like these two cuts right below my nose still, because I was trying to like get a little hair off right under your nose. And yeah, I was like, holy shit! And I was just like, it looked like I just went down on I got my Red Wings. Okay, either way. Yeah, it's dermaplanes. They're interesting, but you gotta respect them. Do not jump into them very quick. Please don't do it. I'm gonna give myself the reverse Hitler. Yeah, I gotta scrape every possibility of Hitler off my face. It's like yeah, and it's kind of like it's weird because I thought it was just gonna be kind of like a flat blade, but it's kind of like foiled or something. It's got like these ridges in it. It doesn't look like it could do what it did, and it doesn't really work very well. Like it was great. It worked, or I guess it worked well enough that I was ripping my face off of me. But yeah, dermaplanes, interesting stuff to try to get straighter hair under my nose. Another thing about blades, I don't know if anybody has like a phone, a cell phone. Anybody got these things? These little boxes you make calls on and stuff. I have an old ass phone. It's so old that it's more than 3 years old. I think I got it in like 2020, maybe. I don't fucking know, 2022, 2023. This is so old. I bought it last week. This phone. That's I got the Pixel. Was it 6A? I think the 6A. I got it because it was sexy, and I had to buy it. No, it's but I like to have Google have all my information to feed to the AI. I like to be part of the future. If you're not completely giving up your privacy to mega corporations, every piece of your existence is going to be wiped out in the future. So why not ride the train and ride it? But yeah, this thing it's pissing me off. Because it wasn't really charging well. The USB plugs kept falling out of it, and you really have to dig into these things. You have to get like a needles and X-Acto blades and razors and I got tons of I guess it was like ass hair or whatever out of it, because you ever take your phone and you put it in your waistband of your underwear because you're running around the house naked, so you always put it in your waistband. I think that's where all my ass hair was getting into it. And it was preventing lots of charging and just functionality of the phone. But the phone was working fine. I didn't really want to buy a new one, so you dig it out and you really have to get in there. But I kind of fixed it. It's working again. Charges. It does the supercharging, the super duper speed shit. So yeah, if you're having problems with your phone because of ass hair, make sure you dig in that USB-C port hard. Get find a pin or something and start digging in that motherfucker and scrape too. It doesn't matter. Just scrape in there. Just get in there. Get that ass hair out. Fix your phone today. Yeah, cases. I only use a case. Well, no, cases aren't for pussies. Screen protectors are for pussies. You gotta get those battle scars on your devices. So weird. People walking around with $3,000 phones in their pocket. I don't know how they do it. I did get a new Casio though. I think I'm done with buying Casios. I bought about 100 of them in the past week. So maybe next week I'll buy a couple hundred more and then I'll be done. I don't even know what number one this one is, but this is probably my favorite Casio. Maybe I should tell you. Let me bring up this Casio model number for you guys. I know you're all on the edge of your seat, wondering what watch Nick the Rat is wearing. It is the W217H. No, not a Casio keyboard, a Casio watch. Get with it, man. Casio 217H. It's got a large screen. It's got one of the largest screens you get, and the light on it is very good, and the alarm on it's very loud. So if you just want like a nice big display, bam! I suggest the W217H. I got the beige one, the 3AV series, and I think I have to get the black version. I can't run around through that. And so. Yeah, we have a huge show. I did a lot of research beforehand for what we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay, I might be lying tonight. Okay, look, I found something I want to look into, and I think that maybe I should do some research with you. That's just my way of saying that I'm very unprepared. But I'm so talented as a podcasting rodent in the sewers of Brooklyn, New York, that I could do it. No, with you. We're not using AI for this search. We're gonna use YouTube. We're just gonna find a nice video to maybe listen to some major key facts and points. But the problem is finding the video in a non-intrusive, annoying way. And also, I'm gonna have to interrupt it a lot, so it's fair use, etc. I'm not gonna even show the video. We're just gonna listen to it. Either way, okay. You don't even know what I'm even talking about right now. Just Afternoon Memories by Lavros. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. All the music you hear tonight will be found on SoundCloud, CC by 3.0, under my likes. Go check it out. We also have a phone line here. Google Voice line, 917-709-5923. The Finlands are flown in. And the voicemails are spammy? Jeez, why are we getting so much spam? What is this?
May 28th. This is a final courtesy call regarding your open pre-approval. You've been approved for up to $45,000 with an estimated monthly payment of $634.
No.
To move forward, Press 2 now to connect with someone from our underwriting team. Please note, your offer is set to expire in the next couple of days by the end of the month. If you've already completed your initial verification call, you can also log into your secure client portal to view and select the term that works best for you.
I'm about to log into your portal.
This option may help reduce high-interest debt and lower your monthly payments into one simple amount. Again, press 2 now or call 855-535-0388 and ask for underwriting. To opt out, press 9.
I have to call this number again? If you put that, if you put that phone number into Google, brings you to a Taiwanese ladyboy shop. All right, very cool. Okay, guys. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I found that was interesting. I could just read it, but I do want to just I want to find like an educational video about it. I'm sure there's somebody that could talk about it. Let me just pop it in here. I'm not gonna even say what it is until I find something decent and short. Let me find, let me look for some really short filters. Let's do it under 4 minutes. And then we're gonna write the word explained in here. All right, this one's seven minutes long. Got a lot of views though. That one's 22. That's 48. All right, we're gonna go for this first one here. Oh, but this guy looks interesting. No, wait. Here we go. This one's 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's hope it's not AI.
Of Solomon, also
The greater
key of Solomon, also known as the Clavicula Salomonis Major.
That sounds like what I ate on your mother the other night.
Is a well-known book of magic. It's called the Greater Key to tell it apart from another text, the Lesser Key of Solomon. However, the word greater in this context doesn't mean it's better or more important.
Just means thicker and more veinier.
Rather, it's greater because it was written much earlier than the Lesser Key and likely influenced the authors of the Lesser Key significantly.
But what is it? What is it?
So the word greater is mainly used to differentiate between the two texts and not to show superiority of one over the other. While the book is attributed to the biblical King Solomon, there's...
Oh, okay. So we got some kings in the Bible. All right, this is by Simple Sage on YouTube. Go check it out. It's called What is the Greater Key of Solomon and How is it Different? Go say hi.
There's no indication that he actually wrote it. In fact, there are many magical texts, including the Testament of Solomon and the Lesser Key of Solomon, that have been attributed to him, but were written by unknown authors during the Renaissance.
But what is it?
In the case of the Greater Key of Solomon, evidence suggests that it was written in the 14th or 15th centuries, but with influences that date back to around the 1st century AD.
Damn.
The Greater Key of Solomon highlights ceremonial magic, symbols, and rituals.
There's magic and shit in the Bible? There's magic and symbols. Is this really a biblical story? Or was Solomon just a guy from the Bible that they wrote a book about? That's what I find so confusing about all these books. It seems like it's like so many branches. It's like the MCU. You know, back in the day, there was only one story, one movie for everybody to watch, and he was the wisest man in the Bible. But he was also a king. So was he really wise? Like, I don't know. Well, I guess you have to be wise to be a king, right? I'm a wise ass. I ain't no king.
Unlike the Lesser Key, which focuses on demonology.
Oh.
It has elements from Jewish Kabbalistic mysticism, Hermeticism, and Greco-Roman magic. This was typical of the medieval era, when writers would blend the ideas of different religious and magical beliefs, which influenced the evolution of magical thought and practices. There are several versions and various translations of the Greater Key that exist, so there isn't a single authoritative version, but they all follow the same structure.
So there's no canon. It's all fanfic. But they all follow the same structure. Oh, let's see. So let's see here. He worshipped Remphan. Did Remphan ever fight Godzilla? Solomon was the son of David. Oh, really? Okay. I know who wait. Was David the guy that killed Goliath? Or was... So that's the weird part about, like, the Bible. It starts blending these stories together. It's like, all right, sure, you know. It's kind of like medieval times and the Knights of the Round Table and the Sword and the Stone and Guinevere and Merlin. It's... Everything just keeps seeming to repeat itself. It's like somebody in somewhere was like, hey, this is what the people like. Let's give it to them again. And I think they just keep doing that.
The grimoire is organized into 3 distinct sections: a detailed introduction with a mythological backstory, and books 1 and 2. It begins with an introduction, which states that King Solomon originally wrote the book for his son Rehoboam, and
The way he said that sounded very fake and AI-ish. Did he just say Rehobo?
which states that King Solomon originally wrote the book for his son Rehoboam, and commanded him to hide it in his tomb upon his death.
Phew, I thought he was going to say hide it up his ass. Rehobo? Rehobo. Rehobo.
However, as the myth goes, while repairing Solomon's tomb long after his death, a group of Babylonian philosophers found the manuscript. One of these men received a vision in which an angel commanded him to hide the book from the unworthy. This led the philosopher to
That's a really fucked up thing. That's, like, it's like if your boss came to you and said, where's the report? And you're like, well, I had a dream. And in my dream, an angel told me not to give that shit to you. Fuck you. I'm gonna write a book about it. People will die for me.
cast a spell on the book so that only the worthy could use it effectively. Book 1 is divided into several chapters.
Wait, how did he... This must have been some weak-ass magic if everybody read this and made different versions of it already. I guess the magical lock on this was broken by just being able to read.
Each covering an aspect of ceremonial magic. The author includes detailed instructions on how to prepare for magic, including the days and hours. There's also information on how to create and consecrate magical tools and instruments, such as pentacles, swords, and other items used in the rituals.
This shit's getting cool. I really didn't... I thought this was just like a book. I thought the Greater Key of Solomon was just like a book that like talked about like, I don't know, shoes or something, like sandals. How to make them. I don't know how keys and sandals go together, but I just sort of thought that. I don't know why.
Book 2 focuses on the actual rituals, including invocations, conjurations, and the ways of summoning and controlling spirits. It identifies several mystical alphabets, and there are instructions on what to wear and what magical devices to use.
We might get to the Birkenstock soon. Apparently there's instructions on what to wear. This is like a Diddy party. This is like, hey, you want to come to the Diddy party? You need the magical device called baby lotion. And what to wear, just leave that at home.
To make this process effective. Book 2 ends with the Kabbalistical invocation of Solomon and ends with Solomon praising God, saying, Hallelujah, Amen.
Can I buy this book on Amazon? Is this the Greater Key? Let me go to Amazon. Amazon. Did he write it? Did Solomon write this? Let's see. The Greater Key of Solomon. It's only $6.20. It's pretty cheap. Can I read it though? It looks like it's written numbers. It's like 177171717. What the hell? The author was Tarl Warwick, but but that's just his interpretation of the book, probably. Oh, sorry, I was watching a video on Amazon of somebody that reviewed the book, and they put the book on a shelf, and there's like looks like a dick bone in front of it. I know this is a podcast, and I'm not showing the video, but somebody has this book, Greater Book of Solomon, a Greater Key of Solomon, written by some guy on Amazon, and they put a bone in front of it and like a spray bottle. It's above the Book of the Dead, too. This guy seems like he's fun. Who reviewed this? I want to... Salvador Manila. Salvador Manila, who are you? Can we hang out? Can I call you right now, Salvador? I want to know what bone that is. Is that a femur? I don't want to search with Google Lens. I want to search with... Fucking who is this guy? All right, let's get back to the Greater Key of Solomon.
The Greater Key of Solomon has contributed significantly to the traditions of ceremonial magic and the occult. For example, many other grimoires and occult texts have referenced and adapted the descriptions of rituals, seals, and procedures for summoning spirits found in the Greater Key.
What makes it a grimoire? That just has to be like a book of spells or something? I want to make a grimoire. Nick the Rat's grimoire. That sounds cool. Let me break this down here. What is a grimoire? Essentially a textbook of magic, often containing spells, rituals, incantations for magical objects. You know, I'm making one. I'm gonna make a grimoire. That's my goal right here. Not tonight on the show, but I think I just put that on my to-do list. Grimoires gotta come back. You know, like MySpace was trying to bring back the like diaries and shit. Public diaries. So you could stalk people. See where they live. I'm bringing back the grimoire.
For those interested in ceremonial magic, this text is a workbook that informs their practice. But
it looks like a role-playing game DM guidebook. There's instructions on how to play the game. It's cool monsters, demons, and gods. Suggested food to eat while you play. Shit like that. These are just like game books back in the day, probably. Somebody read somebody's video game book and they got confused and they were like, oh shit, magic's real.
beyond the practical descriptions, the Greater Key is rich in symbolic content. It includes the symbolism of colors, materials, names of God and angels, astrological symbols, and numerology. Today, the Greater Key of Solomon attracts interest primarily from scholars of esotericism and Western occult traditions.
I do think magic is real too, Dustin. This brings up a strange thought that just came to me. Scott Adams is a self-proclaimed hypnotist. I guess that's like the male version of being a witch. You know how girls always run around? These ladies always like, I'm a witch. Oh, I'm going to do something. Well, let's make some tea and smell some flowers. I'm a witch. I think guys run around waving their fingers in the air, looking at you strange, saying that they're hypnotists. But I do sort of think that that stuff is real. And I do like Scott Adams, even though I definitely don't agree with everything he says, but you should never agree with everything anybody says. I think that should be the given. That should be what we take away from everything, is that you can't put all your eggs in one basket. I was on X, and there was somebody that was saying, Scott, I don't like you, but I'm happy that a lot of people are saying that they do, and they are wishing you farewell. And I replied to that person. I was like, well, because he said what you did to me personally. He said that, and I was like, what did Scott Adams do to you personally? Did he throw a peanut at you? And he said that when he was younger, he read a Scott Adams book which was basically like the wish. And it's also like those clips that I was playing last week where if you want to get something, you just have to ask for it. If you materialize stuff in your head, you could get it. He said that he didn't try anything in life because he thought he would just get it if he wanted it. And it was because he read a Scott Adams book and he hated him for that. Now I understand, you know, that could probably happen to a kid. Like if he was really a kid, I don't know if he might have said he was like 17 or something when he read it and that did it to him. I don't really think that's Scott Adams' fault. That you took the word of Scott Adams as church. It's kind of like you bought the book for like, you know, $10, $15. After that, nothing is real. The only thing that was real was that fake money that you gave to somebody that Scott saw a percentage of. But yeah, that was just a very strange thing. It was that he, because I understand what he's saying. Like if certain people make you like they hypnotize you into thinking that you don't have to do anything. I don't know. Seemed like a good person though. The other guy, the other things he was saying was good. But okay, let's get back to this video here. Hold on.
As well as practitioners of ceremonial magic who study and use its rituals and symbolism as part of their practice. It remains one of the most influential grimoires and has had massive impact on Western culture. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, check out our other videos on the Solomonic texts. Also, please give us a thumbs up.
All right, so Symbol Sage, I have a lot of questions. I guess you know, I'm not going to get all my answers for something ancient in a 5-minute long video on YouTube, but now I have slight understandings. Looks like we have a phone call coming through here. Let me pick that up.
For up to $45,000 with an estimated monthly payment of $634.
Who gave my number to somebody?
To move forward, press 2 now to connect with someone from the underwriting. Your offer is set to expire
underwriting
soon.
bullshit again.
If you've already completed your initial verification call, you can also log into your secure client portal to view and select your term. This option may help reduce high interest debt and lower your monthly payments into one simple amount. Again, press 2 now or call 855.
Ned, I'm not going to press 2. Did you do this?
And ask for underwriting. For the raid. How? To opt out, press 9.
The hell was that? Did you do this to me? Who did this to me? Who put my number on a list? Who did it? Stand up? It was you, Ned, wasn't you? It was you. It was fucking you. It was fucking you, Ned. Why do you have to cause me permanent pain? Just a synth. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. We are going to thank some people now. Hey. First, I want to thank Radix for Rad IX 23. Just came in the chat. Thanks for coming into the chat. I threw a bunch of that. There was a party in the sewer recently, and I was slicing up the jerky you sent. It wasn't. It was more like sausage. It looked like kielbasa. It was very kielbasa-y. Everybody seemed to like it. I was slicing up, throwing it out there. Cheese was great. The cheese was really good. The wine cheese. I was like, why is this cheese look like it's from under? But it tasted like it was. Mwah. It was really good. Finished half of it. I still have like half of it left. Kielbasa. I call it kielbasa. It made me think that I should have got some horseradish. Horseradish to slap on your kielbasa. It also had I thought it was jerky because the outside, the shell on it was thick sausage. It was like dark, so I thought it was like jerky. But then when I cut it open, it's like I guess we can't eat this. That's just the skin. Inside looked like the kielbasa. Supposed to eat the kielbasa whole. Isn't there like a girl that used to do that? She was like famous for fucking swallowing kielbasa. By the way, kielbasa, if you don't know, is Polish sausage. You eat it cold, and if you get some horseradish and you throw that on there, it tastes very good. I like it. I don't eat meat, but I remember that shit. That shit was great. Fuck, I want some right now. I want some right now. Everybody, hey there, everybody. I want it right now. This is the loaf deli meat. Yeah, but all that stuff is like filled with salt, isn't it? Like all the is there a lot of salt in kielbasa? I know like lunch meats like salami and turkey and cold cuts are they're tasty, but they're not really kind of like toy food, right? It's but ooh wee, give me some salami with some cheese. Maybe not no cheese. You don't really need mustard. Some salami with mustard. There's probably people that never even tried salami. Salami. Anyway, what are we doing right here? This is mouse turd. Let's eat some mouse turds. You guys are gross. What is this? We're thanking people right now. This is the donation segment. There is a P.O. box, which cost a crazy amount of money these days. It's insane. It used to only be, last year was like 120. I think this year it's like 220. They like doubled the fucking price of these things. But you know, hey, as long as my doctor keeps sending me checks for 96 cents, I'll keep that shit open. He sent me 2 of them. They're somewhere in the sewer right now, and I couldn't find them before the show. So, Dr. Sir McCrotch, I want to say thank you for the 2 checks. I'll open them next week. If I can find them. I think I could. I think they're just, I put them in my rat sack. Go to my box. Open that shit up and get my rat sack. Check this shit out. Oh, wow. Physical effects are even better. Got any gray poupon? No, I don't like gray poupon. I like more of a yellow mustard. more of the Hellman's mustard. Oh wait, my fucking thing over here is all fucked up. Here, buddy. There we go. So thank you to anybody that has sent me something to the P.O. Box. Probably just Dr. Summer Crotch. Don't know where that shit is, but you know, I will open it next week, probably. You can also donate by going to Nick the Rat Radio, clicking on the donate button. There's a PayPal link. You could send me whatever you want. There is a suggested donation of $4.20 a month. That equals about $1 in a month of an episode. And each episode is about 3 hours. So let's see, $1 is like, you're getting like, your dollar's getting you places. It's getting you a lot of shit. A lot of shit you're getting with your money. I'm really good at selling myself, aren't I? Check it out. Look, if you just go to my likes on SoundCloud, you're gonna find a whole bunch of music you could use any way you want, as long as you give the artist credit. So that right there is worth me finding you. That music is worth money. I don't whatever. Or you could send me shit to the P.O. Actually, you know, if I'd prefer getting some weird shit in the P.O. Box. There we go. Send me something weird in the P.O. Box, everybody. Not like a giant fucking stupid dildo or something. I don't know. Like a hat or a silly mustache. Or I don't know. What, a shirt? Some underwear? Send me some underwear. I want some fucking weird underwear. Nick the Rat Radio, P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York. Okay, let's look at. Let's see if we got any donations. I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore. What is going on? I'm having a good time. We are having a very good time. We're alive. Life is good when it doesn't suck. And when it doesn't suck, it's good. Let's see here. Let's do a search. I don't know if we have any donations this week. We might have one or two. I read donations amount, I read notes, and I read initials. So I don't want to dox anybody. It looks like we have 2, maybe 3. Let's see. No, that's not a no. Bob. Transfer, taking all the no. Here we go. We got KS with 420. We have Moltrout with Bok Choy. What's going on with Bok Choy in the chat room? Everybody's just saying Bok Choy. KS, thank you for the 420. You've been around for a long time, KS. Cheers to you. Bing. Bok Choy is very good. It's like that leafy. It's like a small leafy green. Fry that motherfucker up. It's better than fucking kale. You know, kale is okay if you completely just drench it in oil and fry the shit out of it. It's not horrible. But bok choy is good, yeah. But anyway, KS, thank you so much for the 420. Looks like we have another donation here. We have from DV with 420. DV and KS. You guys are like the yin-yang of the show. You guys are the motor, the engine, the thing that's keeping the thing flowing. You guys are the best. Or girls, I don't know. DV might be a girl. KS might be a girl. Girls listen to the show. My mom listens. Kale is disgusting. Yes, it's I think I like kale more than asparagus, maybe. Now, asparagus ain't bad if you soak it in butter. Lemon, squirt some lemon on there. Broccoli is the best. Broccoli, spinach, those two are really, those guys are key. Those are good. But that's what's like the best leafy green, you know, isn't like, you know, isn't broccoli and spinach like this the two best? After that, you can just do whatever. Depends on what you're trying to do, right? Collard greens are good. You ever have a collard green? You could also donate by going to twitch.tv and going to Nick the Rat there. I am on twitch.tv, streaming live right now. Yeah, so if you ever want to watch the show live, you can go to twitch.tv. I show you a lot behind the scenes action in the sewer. Stuff. I don't know. Whatever. I don't give. You know what? Let's see if we have any donations there. Ducky on resub with Prime, 66 months. That was 7 days ago. Waythorn followed me 7 days. Wait, Waythorn, you just followed me 7 days ago? And then we got Trey from Philly, resub for 35 months. Tier 1, they've been sub for 41 months. 6 days ago. Thank you so much. Trey from Philly. All right, I think that's about it. Let's see. Collard greens look like boiled seaweed. No, thank you. What are you talking about? What, collard greens does not look like boiled seaweed? You need some good collard greens, man. You get fry them up. Just fry them up. This is better than kale. If you think kale is disgusting, collard greens are way better than that. I don't know how they got the fucking plant to wear a shirt, let alone where the collard came from, but that's not bad. It's not bad. All right. Well, okay, let's take a quick advertisement break, and we're gonna listen to some advertisements, because advertisements is how I stay on the air. Because I don't get any donations. It's apparent. You know, my doctor sends me checks for 96 cents. I got a couple 420s here and there. You know, I smoked that up real quick. So the way to make the real money, people, the way to make the money is find. That's weird. I was thinking about this earlier. We just accept the fact that, like, executives of giant corporations and stuff, and ad agencies and politicians and lawyers, and we just agree that they're huge pieces of shit. We know how they think. Like, if you think of, like, the executive of any large corporation, you know how they think. Oh, how can we shit on the people, make the most money? How can we make the stockholders happy? What can we do? Let's take all the data from everything and just milk it and turn it into a soulless piece of shit to try to get more money out of people. It's just weird that we all see that, and we're all in agreement. That's how it is. And we're just like, okay, that's, you know, it's life. We'll just continue on. It's weird. It's just like, okay. But anyway, it's true. We need these people because they're great and they got a lot of money, and I'm gonna suck their dick. So let's listen to some advertisements. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat in about, you know, like 5 minutes or so or something. I don't know if I can. Just stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back. You know, it's raining out. That giant black woman statue is still there. She's locked up. They put her in a cage. Oh dear God. Okay, let's listen to some ads. Save me. Ah.
This Christmas, you could give her your heart, or you could give her a reindeer heart. We're growing reindeer hearts down the dark sewer. You too could have your very own reindeer heart brought to you from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York, into your loved one's hands. The still warm, still beating, lifeless heart that's gonna give your loved one joy could be yours today. You can order now at 917-719-5923. The kids are all saying it's a lot more fun than dabbing and flossing and vaping. They'd rather just hold on to the beating heart of the deer, the reindeer heart, because when they squeeze on it, it shoots rainbows and stuff out, and glitter and snow, and And it's so cheerful and joyful to have during the holiday season. Sometimes, you don't know what to get your loved one for the holiday season. You wind up getting them a gift card or giving them money or something useless. Why not just give them a big old beaten reindeer heart? Not even a regular deer. This is reindeer. It's magical shit. We're cloning them right. They're cloned. They're not. We're not ripping them out of the hearts of baby reindeer or anything like that. But if you want to do that, maybe we could grow one and rip it out for you. If that's really what floats your boat. For money, we'd probably do anything down here in the sewer. So anyway, give your loved ones today one of the presents that just keep on giving, and get some tonight because you're gonna be having hot love with all the reindeer blood squirting through the valves and the pumps. You could even maybe use this like as a pocket pussy or some type of weird vibrator if you're into that too. I don't really know. I'll just put one on the mantle and I'll squeeze it every now and then when I get upset at my husband. Anyway, we're gonna be selling out of food, so you should probably order your still beating reindeer heart today, only on the Dark Sewer Network. $69.99 for just for one of them, right? Yeah, and 917-719-5923.
Once upon a time, that hasn't happened yet, there will be a spaceship called the Infinity. And steering the Infinity among the heavenly bodies will be the most heavenly body of them all, called Galaxina, a dream machine, transistorized and computerized to lead her space buddies across the farthest reaches of fantastic adventure. With class.
The Eugene Thunder Ripple. 2001, a great year. Great.
Galaxina, the beautiful. Galaxina, the untouchable. Galaxina, the invincible. She cleans. She cooks. She does windows and more.
I've adjusted my temperature. I'm better than a human woman.
What year is it? 3035. I got 3033. This thing's slow.
It's party time on the planets with the beautiful people of the intergalactic jet set.
Well, at least you're not two-faced, or you wouldn't have chosen the one you've got on.
Tension to the fourth dimension as they dodge death rays across the universe. Good guys, bad guys, nice aliens.
Mommy!
Nasty aliens.
The name is Mr. Spot.
Galaxina, Stephen Mock, Avery Schreiber, James David Hinton, and introducing Dorothy R. Stratton, Playboy's Playmate of the Year as your favorite gal, Galaxina.
of which made a wreck that we cannot restore. I am living in a fantasy. Somebody's got to set me free. I am living in a fantasy. Why is the world so gray for me? I dream myself away to a place where I can breathe again, where the brook runs clean and the air smells like flowers in bloom. Why must I need to take shelter in a garden that isn't real? I am living in a fantasy. Somebody's got to set me free. I am living in a fantasy. Why is the world so gray for me? I am living in a fantasy, escaping to a world I wish could be. Imaginary friends are there for me. I am losing my reality.
Hello. You might be wondering about the visualizer that's going on right now. If you're listening to the podcast, this part is it'd still be useful. The milk drop. Apparently, in 2023, a brave soul made a new version of Milk Drop. Milk Drop 3. You can get it on GitHub. I probably installed something that gives Russia or China or Algeria access to my a lolly porn folder. But hey, what are you gonna do? But yeah, this is the new visualizer technology that I'm going to be using. It is also I installed 111,000 different presets, so it should get pretty crazy. I want to fix the time that it stays on each of the animations. Right now, it's just kind of flicking through them a little bit too fast for my likings of reality. But Vohio. How you doing, Ducky? Yeah, so that's you might be like, Nick, what are you talking about this here Kia Solomon for? There's a reason. I'm really just skirting around it. I'm skirting around it because I could skirt around whatever I want and do whatever I want because this is my podcast, motherfuckers. Squirt Bone the musical? What is the chat talking about? I have no idea. All right. Ow. Doo bopski moppy pality. All right. You might have said Nick the Rat. The lesser key is Solomon. All right. So Solomon was the son of David from after he fucked that giant, and he wrote grimoires about magic and tampons and stuff. So, like, where are you going with this, Nick? Well, I'm about to get deeper with it. And I'm going to do a random search again. This is not planned. This is all happening in real time. Now, before there was somebody else that had a long video, but we're gonna look at. Wait, hold on one second. This is called Funny History. Oh, we got two different videos here that we could watch. This Funny History. I want to look into Paimon. Now you might be like, Paimon, what the fuck is that? Well, we're about to find out, and we're gonna use Funny History on YouTube.
So enigmatic.
Oh, it's an AI voice.
Imagine summoning a spirit so powerful that it could grant you boundless knowledge and control over others, yet so enigmatic that even seasoned occultists tread carefully.
Tread carefully, occultist. Here comes Paimon. What the hell is Milk Drop LM? There's a Milk Drop LM? Get out of here. Get out of your way, Thorn. We gotta take a quick break from finding out about Paimon. Just look up Milk Drop LM here. Excuse me. That was gross. I need a burp button. It's because of this beer. I keep drinking this Coors Light Banquet bullshit. And it's not light. I don't know what it is, but this guy only has 52,000 presets. I have 111,000 presets and like 46 different viruses from 32 different countries. All right. Let's look at this other video instead of Funny History. Let's look at let's go to. It's got 11,000 views. This one has less views.
Spirit. The Lesser Key of Solomon. Goetia, compiled and trans.
Oh, we're definitely going to listen to this one instead. This one is way better. This guy's voice, I could listen to this and probably squeeze one or two out.
Translated by S.L. McGregor Mathers. Editing and additional material by Aleister Crowley. From the book.
Wait, this has to do with Aleister Crowley is tied to this Lesser Key of Solomon? See, I'm so confused now. This episode of Nick the Rat Radio, where I'm supposed to be explaining something, is leaving me with more questions than ever. I'm sure there's somebody out. If you know anything about this, call me now. 917-719-5923. If you know, like, because I'm sure there's like 2 or 3 people out there in the millions that are listening currently that know about this, and they're like yelling at their stereo, saying, Nick the Rat, you're an idiot.
Book of Evil Spirits. Paimon. The 9th spirit in this order is Paimon, a great king and very obedient unto Lucifer. He appeareth in the form of a man sitting upon a dromedary with a crown most glorious upon his head.
Alright, what the fuck is a dromedary? Is that like a domicile? This is, by the way, this is Ordo Sonitus Lux on YouTube. So let's keep listening. Let's find out. We can find out more about this.
There goeth before him also a host of spirits, like men with trumpets and well-sounding cymbals, and all other sorts of music.
We might have an expert on the line here. No, we don't. Well, I guess we don't have an expert on the line. Let's continue on.
Musical instruments. He hath a great voice, and roareth at his first coming, and his speech is...
I usually roar during my first and my second coming. My third coming, it's usually just less fun, so less roar.
Is such that the magician cannot well understand unless he can compel him. The spirit can teach all arts and sciences, and other secret things. He can discover unto thee what the earth is, and what holdeth it up in the waters, and what mind is, and where it is.
Does that sound like anything? All right. I do have a plan for this episode, and this is tying into something. But do you know what it might be tying into? If you know, call me 917-795-923. Let me know because I have no idea.
Or any other thing thou mayest desire to know. He giveth dignity, and confirmeth the name. He bindeth or maketh any man subject unto the magician if he so desire.
All right, did the person that wrote this book had a lisp or something? Milk Drop Witches Quartet? What? Oh, fuck. No, go back.
Spirits.
No.
Culminations. He giveth good familiars, and such as can teach all arts. He is to be observed towards the west. He is of the order of dominations. He hath under him 200 legions of spirits, and part of them are of the order of angels, and the other part of potentates. Now if thou callest the spirit Paimon alone, thou must make him some offering, and there will attend him 2 kings called Labal and Abalim, and also other spirits who be of the order of potentates in his host, and 25 legions. And those spirits which be subject unto them are not always with them unless the magician do compel them. His character is this, which must be worn as a layman before thee, etc.
Etc. Etc. That means they had sex, right? So yeah, the Paimon here. He's I think he's still has a lot of influence today. You might be like, what are you talking about? And I'd be like, yo, I'll tell you right after this musical break. This is Mark Moon with Love Cupid. The snack break was brought to you by Doritos. Get yourself a big old bag of Doritos today. Mayonnaise flavored Doritos. Oh yeah. Oh God.
You know this is going to rot your brain, right?
Oh yeah, there's red 40 on them.
Yeah. You know, I rarely, if ever, eat Doritos.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your chip of choice?
I like Red Hot Blues.
The fuck are those? Red Hot Blues?
They're like blue. Yeah, like blue corns with some kind of red pepper on them. But I tried some kind of homemade, like, vegan Doritos. And although I was afraid I was going to sprout a pussy if I ate them, I didn't, and I rather enjoyed them. They're pretty good, man. They had, like, smoked paprika on them and like 3 different kinds of pepper and some other goodness. Maybe there was a little turmeric in there or something. They're pretty good. I was like, holy moly, I could eat these.
I'm a giant pussy, but you are what you eat. So,
they're pretty good. I tried them the other day. I was like, wow, maybe vegans aren't all bad. And I was like, nah, they are. So what type of Prince of Demons were you looking into there?
Paimon.
Paimon.
He was Jamaican, I think. Paimon.
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 Are you sure that's how you say it?
I have no fucking idea, man.
Okay.
Paimon.
Okay.
Paimon.
Paimon?
Paimon? I don't... Okay, look. I'm not smart, okay? I don't know how to read.
I'm not either. I met a few Prince of Demons before, but I knew this one guy.
Have you heard of him? Can you turn your radio down there, caller? I'm sorry, but please turn that
My
down.
radio is down, and if that's you, you're just backslapping off the wall, if anything. There is no radio. Paimon.
Backslapping off your ass?
Yeah, I hear you. I knew a guy that was into pies. But no. Don't know much about Paimon.
Do you
a
think,
little bit about Alex?
Do you think that there might be ancient demons that are fucking with us today?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Are they a Pseudomonas bacteria that causes pneumonia?
Maybe.
Because if that could be considered one, then definitely.
Why not?
You know?
Maybe bacteria are the scientific ways that demons fuck us. Or help us. They can help us too. Demons aren't always bad.
I think demons are typically considered bad, and angels are considered good.
There's bad angels. Wasn't Lucifer like an angel, but like the worst? He was just like a jerk.
Oh, is he the worst or is he the best? Because without the worst, we wouldn't have experienced the best. So I don't know.
I don't know.
One of them is. You know what I mean?
He was the
It's
angel
like,
of light. Like, was there? He was the. Did he have parents? Did who?
Well, I mean, I know a bit about that myth, that one. I mean, Lucifer, he supposedly came here and was one of the architects of the ocean, and he was the light bearer and the probably the serpent, and he wanted to teach man how to live instead of giving them free will, so that way they didn't fuck up their chances.
Now, were there other fucking animals here, like other angels, other than Lucifer? Like, they always talk about, like, Lucifer was a snake. He's talking to them. Like, were there other entities talking to them?
I mean, in the book of Enoch talks about 200 that rebelled. They name all 200, I believe.
Was one of them Paimon? I don't think Paimon's one of them. I think Paimon's a different.
No. Paimon? The server says it's Paimon.
Paimon?
Paimon? He's like, I don't know.
This is I'm talking about the goetic spirit. What the fuck is goetic?
Goetic.
List of demons in Ars Goetia. Goetia? Goetia sounds like the place right between your dick and your balls.
Well, no, Goetia is where the water splashes out of the toilet when you're pissing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's Goetia. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, this says, wait, okay, so I'm getting deeper. It says, practically speaking, a goetic demon is one of the 72 named in Ars Goetia. What is Ars Goetia? Is that like a website about technology?
It's got to be some kind of fan fiction.
Ars Goetia. Also known as the 72 Pillars. This is getting sexy. Is a group of compromised of 72 demonic spirits. This is not helping me. Okay, this is all part of the Lesser Keys of Solomon, but I still don't know about the Lesser Keys of Solomon. I'm really confused.
So that's like where Baal comes from,
Isn't that the Bauhaus, the group from the 80s?
Well, so there was different princes of hell. There was like 7 princes of hell. They had everybody kind of like,
yeah, Baal, Bael, King Baal.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
He was weird looking. He had a cat head and a frog head and spider legs. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. Visago.
Holy shit! You know these people, Prince Visago?
Yeah, like he ran shit. So there was a bunch of guys that they called out, basically put up sheets on back in the day.
Right.
They're like, these guys are all gang affiliated. They had names for all of them.
Well, number 9 was.
I think a lot of. Go ahead.
Sorry. Number 9 was the King Paimon. That's the one that I'm discussing tonight.
What was his main gig? They're like lesser players, though. You know what I mean?
There was a lot of them. There was fucking 71 of them. It's like if you were, if you killed people and died and went to heaven and had sex with them, you'd be. Maybe that's what I can make a new religion around, so I don't have to pay taxes.
Right. So. Supposedly, I mean, you heard about the war in heaven before, right?
There was how is there a war in heaven?
It's what's supposed to be going on right now. It's we're like in the continuing saga of the war of heaven, the war for free will. You never heard about that? The pre-existence.
I know a little bit about
it.
I know that the angels were a little bit mad, and Lucifer was trying to like lead them. And then God was like, fuck you. And then
no, it was like Lucifer like accused God of nepotism when Jesus come up with hey, we got to give him free will.
Well, he was a Nepo
You know?
baby. Wasn't he? He was like the first?
No, I'm not sure about that. And then, like, you know, I kind of let, like, a lot of these stories have, like, left my mind since I started learning more about what the ancient Sumerians used to, what they got into and the myths that they had. Because a lot of this stuff didn't make sense anymore. You know what I mean? But I think it's all the same story. It's the whole reason for the flood. You know? There was, the Watchers came down, they were rocking out, taking daughters of men, breeding giants, cats and dogs were living together. All kind of stuff was going on. And, you know, those were like a lot of the lesser gods in Egypt. They, Yahweh had a wife, and that's whose egg they used, you know, to breed with man.
I heard a cool story about Yahweh.
All right, what did you hear?
I heard that the way that we pronounce it is wrong because there's no vowels, and
right.
Yahweh is actually the first sound babies make, like.
Yeah.
So instead of saying Yahweh, you're supposed to go.
Yeah, that's that Gnostic, right? That's what
I don't know.
say.
I saw it on a YouTube short when I was flipping through it.
Oh wow, yeah, they're definitely there's nothing more right in the world than YouTube shorts and TikTok videos. You know,
true, yeah.
Yeah, we can all live our lives by the wisdom imparted upon us.
Oh man, oh.
How are you doing? All this UFO controversy?
Wait, which controversy? Which one? Who?
There's all kind of UFO controversy going on right now.
Get out of here.
In Colombia.
Colombia UFO controversy.
Yeah, the Sun's got some articles up on it.
Oh, Midnight in the Sewer. Oh, my Casio is going nuts. Stop. Okay.
We suppose. They got it, and this is like, you know, the disclosure moment's happening.
Wait, where is this again? Where's the UFOs? UFOs in
Colombia. They got one of the balls.
UFO. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
You're not joking around. A booga spear.
Yeah. I think it's a bunch of horse shit. But
did you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the original video when it came out. And it wasn't even a YouTube short.
Was it YouTube long?
El jueves 1 de mayo del 2025, el señor José Luis Velázquez, especialista en rayos X, realizó una serie de sorprendentes pruebas a la esfera Buga, la cual cayó a tierra después de recibir una descarga de 10,000 voltios. Las imágenes obtenidas arrojaron resultados sorprendentes.
Yeah, I got struck by lightning.
What the hell is this?
I'm telling you, man. The pool boy had him on tonight.
It's
that fucked up, man.
I gotta wait. Does the pool boy say Booga Spear? Hold on. Yeah. I gotta look this up here.
I thought you would have been all over this.
I don't watch Tim Pool, but no, I haven't heard of the Booga Spear. Sphere.
It's from the Boogeyman. You know, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
what is he? I gotta see what he says about this. Is he take it like seriously here? Hold on.
Take a look at this from the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
Scientist delivers
a lot of people are taking it
after
seriously.
UFO covered in strange writing is found. I saw this, and it's this like metal sphere. I wonder if I can play the video.
It's that plasma drive thing that I was telling you about 2 years ago.
I'm like the next Tim Pool. I'm doing exactly what he did.
No, you shouldn't be doing that. We reported on the plasma drive. Look, hey, the small nuclear plants are coming straight at us now. That's pretty cool, huh?
I think there's going to be some new magnetic technology coming very soon.
Well, that's what the plasma drive.
Uh-huh.
It's actually electromagnetics.
But I think we're going to be able to... I think we're very close to the cusp of big changes happening.
Yeah. Well, that sustained plasma thing that you were calling old news.
I've been sprinkling magnetic dust in my Doritos with the mayonnaise.
Oh, wow. With mayonnaise?
Oh, yeah.
How is it?
Oh, they're good for the teeth. You know what they say? What's good for the teeth is good for the anus.
Oh, yeah. What's good for the anus is good for the cock. I heard all about that. What makes your anus bleed is good indeed.
Is Tim Pool married?
Yeah, he's got a kid and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this kid's name like Slim Pool?
No, I think it's Beanie. He's got a beanie, baby.
Sitting on his head.
Yeah, he's got a beanie, baby.
Imagine growing up with your dad being Tim Pool.
This fucking thing, man?
I was trying to listen to Tim Pool tell me about it, but you were speaking. Did you hear this?
No, I can't hear the...
Okay, it's all Spanish. I'm not going to... He's performed a series of tests on what's called the Bugha sphere, which fell to Earth after receiving a 10,000-volt charge. The images obtained yielded surprising results. Inside, you can see a dense layer surrounding the white outline.
Oh, yeah, Tim?
I don't know that this is real. Maybe it's fake. This is
Maybe?
an image. It's got strange symbols on it. I don't know why it needs to have those strange symbols on it. Interestingly, there's been a viral video going around for some time that many claim is debunked, showing orbs circling an airplane. Now we have this story from Colombia of a so-called UFO in the town of Buga, zigzagging through the sky. They say it was struck by powerful energy, fell down, and this is what we got. Interesting. Scientists have been analyzing it.
This is my problem with everything in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Scientists.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, you're the
Scientists
one
said
jammed by the needles.
Scientists said that they could come down into the sewer and anally probe me. Scientists said it's kind of like a game. It's like scientists said, and then you have to follow what they said instead of saying Simon said, and scientists said.
Yeah.
You have to.
Well, so what he did is he put that video out, and then he had scientists on tonight, and they talked about it for 2.5 hours. So that's the better video with the scientist on.
2.5 hours saying.
Yeah.
Saying what?
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
Oh, wait. We got a scientist. I see the scientist. They're here. Let's just skip to 2333 for number fun.
Pull energy from air and just get energy from them moving through air. That's also essentially free energy.
The energy is there. So exactly. I don't know if this chip is this the piezoelectricity thing?
No, it's using the Casimir effect. So what it does is just like the plates, but
oh wow,
it does it on the very, very tiny scales. So on these very small microchip scales, the smaller and closer together they get, the more powerful the Casimir effect becomes. So the smaller you get it, the
I should try to get Tim Pool on Nick the Rat Radio. I'd like to interview Tim Pool.
You really?
Does he have siblings? I want to ask him about his siblings.
I know the people. I know how to get the number.
You know how to get in touch with Tim Pool?
Yeah, the problem is you're not big enough influencer, but...
I got millions of people listening right now. What'd you say? What? Oh, God. Oh, damn, we lost connection there. Oh.
It's me. Mystery Man. All right, gather round, you sewer rats, and listen up. Picture this, a grimy little diner somewhere off a lonesome highway, neon sign buzzing like a dying fly. It's 2 a.m, air thick with the smell of burnt coffee and fry grease. Johnny Cash wailing Ring of Fire from a jukebox that's seen better days. The place is packed for no good reason. There's a trucker, big guy with a beer gut, nursing a bottle like it's his last friend. A waitress, Marge, all hairspray and hard living, pouring coffee like she's on autopilot. A young couple, Lucy and Jake, all nervous giggles, thinking they're on some cute date. And an old man, nose in a beat-up Western novel, looking like he's half in the grave already. But the star of this show, he's sitting at the counter, 8 feet of shaggy fur, yellow eyes glowing like headlights, wearing a leather duster and aviator shades like he just walked out of a damn movie. Bigfoot, yeah, that Bigfoot. And he's got the door barricaded with tables and chairs. Ain't nobody leaving, not even a thin woman's queef. Bigfoot sipping a vanilla milkshake, straw bending under his paw, and he's talking, voice like gravel in a blender. Y'all ever think about milkshakes? He says, leaning back. Just ice cream that quit trying. No spine. Me? I got spine for days. He grins, teeth like broken rocks, and the trucker laughs, but it's the kind of laugh you choke out when you're scared shitless. You, come here often? The trucker asks, clutching his beer. Bigfoot leans in close, shades reflecting the neon. First time, last time. Life's like that, ain't it? You're all just waiting for the claws to drop. Shit's getting real as fuck. No lie cap, the room's tense, like everyone's holding their breath. Marge, she's pouring coffee for Lucy and Jake, whispering, "Just keep smiling, hun. He's been talking an hour, ain't hurt nobody yet." Lucy, all wide-eyed, whispers back, "He's kinda cool, right? Like scary cool?" Jake's not having it. "Cool? He's a freaking monster, Luce. Door's blocked." Bigfoot hears him, turns slow like a predator sizing up prey. "Monster," he says, voice low. "Nah, Jake, I'm authentic. You're playing tough, Marge is playing sweet, and you..." He points at the old man who jumps like he's been shocked. "What you reading, Pops?" Shit's got my nipples hard. The old man holds up his book, voice shaking. "Just a Western. Blood on the saddle. Cowboys, outlaws, you know." Bigfoot's eyes light up. "Outlaws. Now that's my kind of story. Read me some." So the old man, hands trembling, reads about a gunslinger facing a posse, and Bigfoot's nodding, almost dancing in his seat. "That's the good stuff," he says. "Life's just a showdown, ain't it? And this diner's my saloon. So, who's got a story for me? Come on, don't be shy." "Skibidi toilet that ass on over here." The trucker, sweating buckets, raises a hand. Last week I hauled chickens cross state. Damn birds broke loose, feathers flying. Chased 'em down at a gas station. Folks laughed their asses off." Bigfoot roars with laughter, slapping the counter so hard the dishes rattle. "Chickens? You're all right, chicken chaser. That's life. Messy and stupid. Who's next?" Lucy, trying to keep things light, pipes up. "Me and Jake, we snuck into a drive-in once, hid in the trunk. Watched Pulp Fiction. You seen it?" Bigfoot's grin gets wider. Tarantino? Darling, I am Pulp Fiction. I'm the Ezekiel 25, 17 of this joint. The path of the righteous man. You know it? God, shit's tight these days. Tight as a monk's anus. Jake, desperate to seem cool, stammers, "Oh, yeah, the tyranny of evil men. Something about a shepherd?" Bigfoot claps, slow and loud. "Close enough, kid. You're trying. Y'all are my people now. My little diner family. Ain't that sweet?" The jukebox flips to Folsom Prison Blues, and Bigfoot's humming, but his claws are tapping the counter, each click sharper, louder. Marge, all fake cheer, offers, "How about some pie, big guy? Apple, cherry, you name it." Bigfoot stares, unblinking. "Pie's nice, Marge, but I ain't here for pie. I'm here for truth. You ever seen something in the mirror you can't explain? That's me. And tonight, you're all seeing it." I be seeing tons of shit right now. I just ate 5 tabs of acid. I need to call Jeff Epstein. The old man coughs, voice thin. "You don't gotta hurt nobody, mister. We're your friends now, right?" Bigfoot stands towering over the room, shades slipping to show eyes like burning coals. "Friends?" he growls. "Sure. Friends till the music stops." And it's about to. The jukebox screeches, needle scratching. The lights flicker. Bigfoot roars, a sound that shakes your bones, and then it's chaos. Claws flash, fur blurs, screams tear through the air. The diner's neon glow turns red as blood, thick, dark, splattering across the windows, hiding the horror inside. Johnny Cash's voice twists, singing, "I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die," as the sounds of ripping flesh and breaking glass fill the night, horrific. And that, my friends, is why you don't share a milkshake with Bigfoot. Good night, sewer chat. Good night, you sexy beasts.
call, you can also log into your secure client portal to view and select your term. This option may help reduce high-interest debt and lower your monthly payments into one simple amount. Again, press 2 now or call 855-535-0344 and ask for underwriting. To opt out, press 9. This is a final courtesy call regarding your open pre-approval. You've been approved for up to $45,000 with an estimated monthly payment of $634. To move forward, press 2 now to connect with someone from the underwriting. Your offer is set to expire soon. If you've already completed your initial verification call, you can also log into your secure client portal to view and select your term. This option may help reduce high-interest debt and lower your monthly payments into one simple amount. Again, press 2 now or call 855-535-0344 and ask for underwriting. To opt out, press 9. This is a final courtesy call regarding your open pre-approval. You've been approved for up to $45,000 with an estimated monthly payment of $634. To move forward, press 2 now to connect with someone from the underwriting. Your offer is set to expire by the end of this week. If you've already completed your initial verification call, you can also log into your secure client portal to view and select the term that works best for you. This option may help reduce high-interest debt and lower your monthly payments into one simple amount. Again, press 2 now or call 855-535-0252 and ask for underwriting. To opt out, press 9.
Hello? Well, hell. Say what if you're gay? Say what if you're gay? Hello?
Hello. Is this working?
Say what if you're gay?
What?
Yes, yeah, I knew it.
What'd you say?
Man, so
What?
like, I said, yeah, what? What? I put you a little, I put you a little link there in the chat. You need to check that
A
out.
link in the chat. All right, let's see here. We gotta. If you want to go to the chat room, go to nicktherat.com. Click on something, and you'll go somewhere. Where did you put this link? Oh, there we go. The Kashmir effect, where you put the.
Oh. Yeah.
You put on cash. You think I'm gonna? I can't read this. There's equations.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot. You're retarded.
No, I'm pretty retarded right now. I cannot. There's like, look at this. It's Q. That's not even a Q. I don't even know what that is. These are some weird letters. What is this one? Can we copy this to clipboard? This like has a weird copy. It doesn't even like regular copy. It's like math copy. Like what the fuck is math copy?
Math Kathy.
I
You've
don't know. I
got
tried to
AI.
copy those equations, and it was like, oh, copy, and it's like a whole.
Hold on, where?
That's weird.
What are you on?
I'm on academic.oup.com. PTAP, blah 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 blah
Now
blah.
that,
But there's equations, and if you copy the equation, if you try to copy it, it says.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's crazy.
Remember before when we talked about Lorentz force and the Casimir effect? I didn't really get into the Casimir effect part of it.
It sounds very familiar. The Lorenz, has to do with light at all? Is that
No, that's the one that's so. I'd mentioned when you get the decay of of radiation in Lorentz force. That's part of what the Casimir effect is. It's the fluctuation between the two fields. So Lorentz force is like what rail guns are.
Oh, okay. I got that.
Right. But when you combine it with the Casimir effect, that's what this whole paper is about. It was something I was talking to you about it a couple of years ago before this paper was out. But, you know, the polynomial. Do you remember any of that stuff? We talked about it before a little bit.
We.
I was telling you, like, if everybody had that's how we should be getting to space.
We should railgun people up into space.
Well, when you add in the I mean, we should have instead of using conventional fuels, and when you add in the Casimir effect, Nick, you get more energy out than you put in, right? So that's where the fluctuation between the two fields comes in. So it's got like a Q factor of between 3 and 6. You know what that means?
Why don't we just put people in a railgun? Why don't we put railguns in the street and just put people in like bullets and shoot them around?
Well, I mean, what do you think a rocket is?
No, but yeah, like we could do this with like very little energy. We could wire the country up with railgun.
Well,
tunnels.
You saw they passed legislation now. The modular nuclear plants are going to be on every corner.
Well, if that's true, then you don't even need what I'm talking about. Because you'll have a lot of power. Power is good. Power is very good.
Right. But that's, I don't know, it was a couple of years ago I was telling you about that. That we needed, that was remember your refrigerator or trash container size nuclear plant? And then you could put all your goods and services on electromagnetic rails. And then to go to space, Nick, you could sling stuff off the face of the earth at the speed of light almost. Just under the speed of light.
Well, yeah, but I don't think organic material could really withstand those kind of G-forces.
Oh, if you go over 20 miles an hour, I think all that stuff is relative, right? They used to say that your skin, when the limit of going in horse and buggy was about 20 some miles an hour, scientists said that your skin would rip off at 30.
That's because the horse might bite your face. The horse might bite your face.
You understand? We're fucking stupid.
No,
you
but
ever see a fly
the people, they pass out. They hit like speed of sound and they start passing out because the blood stops. It leaves their head because they're going so fast.
Yeah, but that's because of the force that they're under.
There's no force in space.
So if you're gonna have basically like a vacuum, right? so it's kind of like this. You ever been driving down the road and you see a fly in a car and you're doing 70
and he's
but
flying
the
around. He's
fly's
okay.
just bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
Relativity. I know about relativity, but you know, there's still
But
inertia.
you understand what I'm saying? There is. If you're dealing with gravity, but the thing about Lorentz force and Casimir effect, Lorentz force, Casimir force, is it operates outside of the gravitational loop. I was trying to explain that to you before.
Did I understand it before?
No, you're fucking dumb. And I'm not really good at
You think I understand it now then? If I didn't get it before, I'm not going to get it now. Once an idiot, always an idiot. Caller, jeez.
I don't really know any of this stuff. I'm kind of just a parrot over here. I mean, I understand some of it just because I think it's genetic.
Because of DNA.
And, yeah, but I don't. You know, when I was in my dad's balls and he was becoming a physicist, but the if just think about it though, like the fly that's in the car. Flies can't fly 70 miles an hour, but a fly doing 70 can fly around in a car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know what you're saying. I found something cool that you might like. I don't know if you could hear this.
A research group from Canada and South Korea have developed a new high-performance material. It is as strong as carbon steel and as light as polystyrene. This combination could enable ultra-lightweight components and with that save a lot of fuel. In an aircraft, for example, up to 80 liters per year can be saved for every kilogram that is reduced. And a passenger plane.
Well, you're not going to make an airplane out of some weird new material. I don't know what this guy's talking about, but they supposedly made some new super material that's as strong as steel and as light as styrofoam.
It's an aerogel, and they've been around since the 70s.
I don't think they can make airplanes out of this shit.
Well, the thing is, man, they're starting to reveal. Right now, what we see is 50 years behind. You know. And there's been people working on this stuff for a long time. They release it in dribs and drabs, you know.
I like the comments here. 30 years ago, you could say the same thing about carbon fiber composites, but today they're borderline common in practical use. Then somebody else says, more like 60 years, carbon composites started appearing in aviation applications in the mid-60s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been around since the 70s. Do you know what an aerogel is?
I've seen it. I might have touched it. I don't think I have, but I know what it is.
So, like, you know those tiles that are on the outside of the space shuttle?
Yeah, it's
like specially patented stuff.
High heat.
Right, but you know how they do that?
With aerogel?
They call it, you know what frozen smoke is? Have you ever heard of that?
That's aerogel, right? Is it all aerogel?
Well, not all aerogel is frozen smoke, but frozen smoke's an aerogel.
Huh. Well, I don't know the Venn diagram for what you're talking about, but I'm in the same. I'm somewhere in that map location about what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, you know what frozen smoke is, right?
Oh, this is all just carbon. It's like people.
Yeah, it's when you get rid of all the sugar out of a carbon product, basically, all the cellulose. You make carbon into a gas, and then as it solidifies, it's lighter than air.
Yeah.
Yeah, the injection molding is all you got to do with it then, and you can make it into anything. Or you can make it into blocks, and you can carve it.
Okay, but have you heard about time mirrors?
What?
Physicists confirm the incredible existence of time mirrors.
Oh, yeah, that's how you go backwards in time.
Like, I'm going to see if there's a YouTube video for this, because I have no idea what a fucking time mirror is. What the hell is this? I don't need I need under 4 minutes, please. Under 4 minutes. Oh, we got Vsauce here.
Mirrors do not show us a fourth dimension, but they do show us what a fourth dimension could do to us.
I don't think this is a time mirror, though.
First, notice that some things are the same as their mirror image.
Okay, we're not going to watch that, because that's not a time mirror. Here we go. Here we go.
Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing your back instead of your face. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, scientists have just made this a reality by creating time mirrors that reverse the flow of electromagnetic waves. Unlike regular mirrors that reflect light in space, time mirrors reflect waves in time.
What the fuck is this guy? What the... What?
Yeah, that's what it is.
How?
I think it's scalar and fermion fields. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Encounters a time mirror, it doesn't just bounce back, it rewinds, effectively reversing its trajectory through time. A team led by Dr. Hussein Musa at the
They brought back Hussein.
The Advanced Science Research Center at CUNY achieved this by using a specially engineered metamaterial, a metal strip embedded with electronic components. By delivering a precise burst of energy, they altered the material's properties, causing an electromagnetic wave to reverse its direction in time.
What?
This groundbreaking experiment was published in Nature Physics. This discovery isn't just a scientific curiosity. Time mirrors could revolutionize data transmission and computing by allowing signals to be manipulated in unprecedented ways.
I don't understand any of this.
It's supposition, you know.
But what could you do? Like, if you could get your data quicker.
Oh man, you can get your data instantaneously anywhere in the universe.
Oh yeah, I like this guy's comment on here. Nope, this video does not explain time mirrors. It's only propagating the misinformation that's going around. But then they say, no, you're wrong. This is based on real science. The experiment was published in Nature Physics. This might be real. I have no idea. This sounds weird though. I would like to know more about time mirrors.
Put in time mirror and Lorentz force.
Oh, this is all time. This is all together. Are you serious?
Yeah, everything you're talking about is connected. So it's all part of
Lorentz. Lorentz force sounds like a porno.
Yeah. He put his throat around her Lorentz force.
Oh, yeah.
Ready for some science magic? Let's talk about the Lorentz force. So the Lorentz force is what happens when electricity and magnetism team up. Imagine you're riding a bike downhill with a strong wind pushing you from the side. The wind changes your path, right? That's kind of what the Lorentz force does. In simple terms, it's a force that acts on a charged particle, like an electron, when it's moving through a magnetic field. The force changes the direction of the particle, not its speed. Think of it like this. The magnetic field is the wind and the moving electron is your bike. Here's a cool example. In old school TV sets, electrons were steered by magnetic fields to create pictures on the screen. Yep, Lorentz force in action. So next time you see sparks fly or a compass point north, remember, it's not magic, it's science.
I want to time mirror in Lorentz force though.
Yeah, you got to put those two together.
Okay, this is from two years ago. This looks like it's like. Oh, this is one of those silly music bullshit videos. Oh, this is...
presence of the air, which slows it down. Light escapes from the two lamps at 299,792,450.
Alright, I think we're gonna have to save the Lorentz force and time
So
meters.
you need to, no, it's the Lorentz pendulum is what you need to put in.
Lorentz Pennzoil?
Pendulum.
Okay, let's see here. I understand where this might be going now. All right, we're getting closer. Hold on 1 second. Let's make this under 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And oh wait, we got Neil deGrasse Tyson with a short.
Hold up your right hand in front of you,
Okay,
like you're going to
there
shake someone's hand. Good. Okay. Now stick your thumb up. That's the axis of rotation. Now curl your fingers.
Oh well, that's just how electromagnetism works. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. This is not anything. That's not okay. Lorentz pendulum. Here we go.
It's more about how the dilation of time works, but the Lorentz filing scalar field. Science Direct has.
So this is
good
like the
about it.
pendulum starts swinging and then it starts to swing backwards. I don't understand. I don't understand how this has any application in the real world though.
Yeah, because you're stupid.
Because I'm retarded. Yeah. Well, can it make my tacos hotter faster?
Yes.
Okay, well then, I'm sold. Negative ping. What is a negative ping? This is bullshit, man. I don't like this quantum baloney. Like, I understand what you're saying. I understand negative ping, but I also think that it's just fucking...
All right, hold on, man. So it could regulate, like, stationary and steady sources. It would stop you from exploding when going to space.
I'm not going to space. But how can I use... Like, what is an application I could use it for?
Near light speed.
Okay, so you're talking about like a very extreme...
That's what we started talking about. You didn't understand, so I tried to help.
Okay. Well, I'm understanding now that what you're talking about is something that I could use in a very niche situation on the edge
Lorentz
of physics.
symmetry violations. All right, so all this stuff, Lorentz force is how we get past conventional physics to get into the quantum physics. It's basically the bridge. It's also the same thing that we could use for, you don't need a monitor anymore. You just put all your video would be ultra HD in the air without a monitor. Just a little box decaying the actual air into the colors of the spectrum.
Okay.
Due to the electromagnetic.
That is a good. It'll levitate magnetism, sort of.
Well, not just that.
Energy.
Imagine the highest.
It's kind of like controlling energy in. It's controlling energy.
The decay too. So, light is the decay of electromagnetism, right?
Yes.
Right.
It
So
breaks
imagine if we could have. We don't need any of these plastic components with all this stuff that we have going on now, Nick. We can have a very small box that does some Lorentz force scalar field violation in the middle of the room, and you can have a perfect hologram, and you could most likely project sound too, and also we could be using there's so much that we're not doing, and I don't know why.
Well, either it might make your house fall down, or it will give you cancer, or it's just too much energy. It's probably the energy.
Well, yeah. So you want to look into like Lorentz symmetry violation with boundary conditions and the effects in classical electrodynamics, and then the Casimir. Now, for vehicles and propulsion, you're going to look into the Casimir effect and on the hydrogen atom. That's where you get your 0-point energy out of the air to make your Lorentz force, because you're exploiting the Lorentz force out of the atom, not out of the electromagnetic decay. You just need a box that decodes that. So everything's magic, is what I'm saying.
Very good science, which is magic.
We're just too dumb to understand how to make a radio box that tunes in these frequencies right now.
Yeah, well, we maybe, but there's like the way you're speaking, it's gonna be like we're gonna have like replicators and Star Trek shit and craziness and
that's exactly what Tim Poole and the scientists were saying tonight.
Well,
that's exactly what they were talking about, a replicator.
Well, that's what you're talking about. You're talking about like manipulating reality at the atomic level, which is...
So there was where they were using Lorentz force to keep it's in Oak Ridge, Tennessee in Nuclear City. There was a molten salt reactor experiment that went critical, and a scientist was using electromagnetic force to hold it at bay, and there was some anomalous activity that happened on the other side of the field, which led to a lot of this study. But that's the one where I told you the lichen just started growing on concrete in a bunker. And it actually transmutated. Life appeared. That was the first thing that happened. There's some information about that.
Movement's
you
life.
Can still find probably what?
Movement is life.
Yeah. But yeah, you know.
And then once there's movement, there's usually farts and burps. And
well, everything's farts. That's where you get back to the demons in the Pseudomonas bacteria. They're little farters. They're little flagellants. That's all they do is fart around.
Oh yeah, I do have to tie this back to demons and what I was even going to talk.
Yeah, let's go back to demons. I'll talk to you later.
Caller, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Good night.
Get this one back, gonna give up this activity. No. Get this one back,
Bigfoot Beats. We'll be right back.
I was in my bathtub. No. I was in my bathtub. I was in my bathtub.
Who are you?
You wouldn't know me. I'm a stranger in town.
You know, that's what I like about your job.
Me, I'm a stranger in town.
Hey, will you get your big clumsy feet off the ropes?
They say curiosity once killed a cat, a fate that's both proper and fitting. So why not give thanks for the good fortune that lets you pry yet not die like a kitten? The point we're trying to make is that curiosity is not confined to cats. It's a human frailty as well.
I tried to stop him.
And when it comes to frailties,
I told him he'd been drinking too much, but...
we doubt that you'll find anyone quite as human or frail
What do you think we are, stupid? Frankie didn't listen.
as our dear friends.
You didn't go making trouble, did you?
That remains to be seen.
Because they're just waiting for an excuse to give you the sack. You're not so young anymore.
Marshal, you can't cheat me out of it. I got a right to it.
You got nothing. And sheriff or no sheriff, I'll send a 6-gun across your head if I hear any more out of you.
I know that, Martha.
Not always strictly teetotal on the job, I suspect.
I'm never drunk. Well, a man needs to be a little elevated to spend 10 hours a day with those Back Bay snobs, but I'm flim-flam.
Now look here, Timothy Drindle, don't you go doing anything to raise the hackles on those gentlemen.
Nincompoops.
Because if they should give you the old heave-ho, you know where you'd wind up, don't you? Right here at home with me, and I won't ever.
They're not about to fire me, not right away. As a matter of fact, it's I who may have lighted a small fire under them. And they should be starting to feel the heat of it soon now.
Very soon, very soon, very soon, very soon.
Bigfoot beats. Bathtub. Fuck it. Let's open one more beer. Prompt jockeys. Now, Adam Curry brought up this term a long time ago, and I think it is... I don't know if he made that term up. He might have made that term up. The thing is, that term is very, 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 very powerful. There is a thing going on right now that is basically not chicken jockey, not prompt jockeys, which actually predates chicken. No, doesn't predate. Actually, chicken jockey predates prompt jockey, but the revival of chicken. Okay, look here, Servo. I actually didn't hate the Minecraft movie. I thought it was just a shitty movie. I didn't hate it. I wasn't like, this movie is horrible. It'll be on HBO Max next month, but it's activated. Prompts. Learning how to make prompts. Becoming a prompter is kind of magical. It's kind of like the key. It's kind of like you gotta pay for it. You gotta pay the man, Paimon. You Paimon for the prompt. You get the Paimon, and you unlock the key to Solomon. What's chicken jockey? A chicken jockey is a Minecraft reference to a little zombie child riding a chicken. I think it's in the video game. I don't know if Notch made the chicken jockey. I don't know how, or if a Microsoft engineer did it after they paid him off. I've personally never seen a chicken jockey other than in the movie. I also think Jason Momoa's character was definitely based on Dr. Disrespect. I don't know if they paid him money, if they gave Dr. Disrespect any money for his character to be inside of Minecraft the movie, but he was. He was the 2-time award-winning 94. And he only spoke to children, an old man that spoke to children. Well, yeah, the thing is that AI is not really AI, foo. Well, I don't know if I ever mentioned this before, but I was tricked by trailers from, like, I think it's HK Studio. I was scrolling through, like, a Google, you know, when you swipe left on your Google phone to your Android to get to, like, news, like random news things. I don't know if it's just me. You might not use it. It might not be in your reality, but I use a Google News feed that has like 2 pages worth of bullshit per day. And I'll just scroll through and see shit. And I did see something for... I don't even know what I'm talking about now. What the fuck am I talking about? What the fuck am I talking about? Holy shit. I just lost my brain. But there's the prompts and the Google and the news on there. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Either way. Oh yeah, the trailers. So there was a trailer for a movie inside of the official Google feed, and I thought it was a real thing. It was like for fucking... now I remember. It was... Benedict Cumberbatch's character in the Marvel Universe. Doctor Strange. There was a Doctor Strange Part 3 trailer. And it was not Doctor Strange 3 trailer. It was a bullshit trailer, AI garbage. And that happened to me, and it tricked me, and I believed it for about half of it. And then after that, I've never believed another trailer that I've seen in my Google feed. It basically has destroyed my trust in it. Strange doctors. Bent my dick and I came on her back. The Red Letter Media today, before I was going to talk about them, came out with a video, and then I watched it after I had the whole show topic selected for Paimon and prompt jockeys because of VO3. We're getting into that, but either way, I saw a Red Letter Media video where they actually brought up all these trailer makers on YouTube that say they break the title of it. It's all clickbait. It's a clickbait AI trailer scheme where it's like, oh, this. Like you have Doctor Strange Part 3 trailer. And then you add more words onto it where it's like, oh, this is just an exciting experiment that I'm doing. Because you don't see that. You only see Doctor Strange 3 trailer, blah, blah, blah. And then the more you dig, the more you find out how fake it is after that. But there was a couple of things during their episode. They were discussing AI. I don't know. I just think that learning prompts is going to be very important. Happy midnight in the next sewer. And then self-editing, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's cheap, it's stealing, it's not original, and all of those things are true, but you still have to know how to make it work to use it. It's kind of like vibe coding. You can't vibe code a program unless you understand coding. And it's also like AI art generation. You can't use it to generate art unless you understand what art looks good. And a lot of these executives that are assholes that are going to be firing people, because of AI, because it's only about $300 a month instead of $3 million a month to make something, the executive is going to have to become more wise and artistic than being an analytical person. I think there is a shift coming. I think right now we're very analytics based as a society within our current work culture. But I think it's going to become more the more artistic the executive will be, the better the prompt jockey, the better the person that can make words. Instead of just saying, oh, this is what sells. They're going to have to become more of a thinker to use the cheapness. It's a weird balance. I don't even know if but either way, I think Paimon is a prompt guy. And I had a tie between them, but I kind of forgot it. Let's see if I could find it. Paimon prompt? And it's not going to find anything. King Paimon riding through hell on a camel. Okay, look, I don't know how I connected the two, but I think prompts and Paimon and demons and everything are still prevalent in our existence today. And if you don't agree with me, Valerie, Sierra Cocker.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, start making a fool out of me? Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie. Did you have to go to jail? Put your house up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. Hope you'll find the right man who'll fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay the fine? You were dodging all the time. Are you still dizzy? Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over and start making a fool out of me? Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie. Sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I missed your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over and stop making a fool out of me? Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie. 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 Why don't you come on over?
Come on over, Valerie. I miss Amy Winehouse. She just loved drugs so much. VO3 costs about $300 a month, $200 a month, $100. It's very close to being perfect. Everybody's like, oh yeah, it does suck because it's not perfect. But the advancements that we've made with AI video, I remember the first time I saw AI. The first time I saw like AI video was, I think they called it, I think it was like Google Dream or something. And it would make like dogs with like spirally, weird looking, fucked up shit. It did not look good. And then there was the Will Smith eating spaghetti, which was horrific and amazing. Like, how could you forget that horrific scene? And they've gotten very close to fixing all that within like a 2-year span. I think it was only like 2 years. We went from complete garbo to something that is very close to being believable. Like, it's the VO3. They have like the people fucking doing, what was it, the stand-up routines. Like, oh, are we really just prompts? Prompt is becoming a huge word, and Adam saying prompt jockey. I don't know if he was the first to say it, but I think that's going to be a extremely gigantic industry soon, because it's going to get very cheap and cost nothing to do these things. But to understand how to tie it together, it's still going to take teams to keep consistency over the 6-second clips that it generates at a time. If you were to take the consistency part, it's over a long, like an hour time span, is going to be extremely hard for them to maintain. And for the consistency's sake of the prompt jockeying, I think it's going to take at least a team of 5 people instead of hundreds. The end game is no prompt. I think the end game is, it's not the end game, but fuck. Last caller was talking about floating images, holographic, generative. A generative hologram in front of you is probably going to happen before we get to Mars. I would say we're going to have near perfect holographic images floating in front of you of whatever you want before we go to Mars. That sounds more believable to me than transporting physical matter to a planet 6 months away with no infrastructure there. That sounds like some complete bullshit. But if you said, hey, we could make a floating image of Chun-Li cooking grilled cheese, I was like, sure, that sounds good. Man, we don't have people on Mars, Farkas 33. You think I'm not a big believer in moon bases Space Wars and going to Mars or Uranus or any of that shit, man. Space Force is just for satellites and jets. There's definitely Jewish more space. I think all the real Jews have already left the solar system. They've went to there was too many goyim here. They have left. What I want to see soon. I want to see this in video games. It's gonna be. I could see something like, what was that movie with the New Year's? It was like shitty 2000 New Year with videograms from people's brains. I forget the name of that movie, but it was a cool one. Kind of like Johnny Mnemonic, but not. It's gonna be. VR is gonna be cool. Like, if you could have a video, a 3D generated video, you put in a prompt. I want to be in the middle of a forest with a fairy flying around talking to me about how to cook a roast beef and kielbasa with how to make horseradish. And then you could wait like 4 minutes, you put your little headset on, and then you're like inside of a world where that is explaining it to you. That shit's gonna be cool as shit. But Ducky, do you think yet there's a base on the moon? I definitely don't think we have anything on Mars other than the rover. I think we did get a rover there. But do you think we have a base on the moon? VR only will become indistinguishable if we have floating point holographic physics hacks, as our last caller was talking about. I don't think it's going to happen anytime. VR today it's good enough. I have the Quest 2 is good enough VR, in my opinion. They could just shrink that down and slap the video upon it of AI generated, like, because the AI generation shit from VO3 is very crazy, man. Almost indistinguishable from reality. The uncanny valley, it has almost crushed the uncanny valley. You could make audio, video, movement animation all together with a prompt. It's very scary. It's very scary. It's very strange. It's very strange. I don't know if the Jews did this. Also, how could you blame the Jews? What is a Jew anyway? Is a Jew a cultural person, or is a Jew a Rastafarian? What is a Jew? What is a whatever? Okay, you guys are being silly now. Jeez. Oh, okay, let's listen to a song here. We have Niaz with Love Song. It's the word to derail Jew. Golem GPT. We can make a AI that can create soldiers out of clay. 3D printer for people. It's like Westworld. It's I'm not a prompt. You're a prompt. Are you a prompt? It's all a prompt.
Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am whole again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am young again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am fun again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am free again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am clean again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you.
Yeah, I was looking for a Cure song. This is a cover.
I will always love you.
There's no such thing as originality.
I will always love you.
I will always love you has been a line people have been saying since the words I will always love you existed. Like, was there a time in English where the words will and love didn't exist at the same time? Was there ever a time when human language was just like not that advanced? You know, maybe this language that we're speaking is thievery of demons and gods and shit. Like, maybe we copied the Milk Drop 3. Milk Drop 3. I like Milk Drop. I like that whoever did this has continued on their legacy. It's better than any other audio visualizer that there is. And cheers to Milk Drop. So yeah, Milk Drop 3, totally free. I'm telling you about it. I was looking for it. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story. I already told Waythorn this story the other day, but I only found Milk Drop 3 because actually Waythorn doesn't know this part of the story. Hold on, let me turn that off. It's only good. Milk Drop and visualizations are only really good for music. It's not very good for the speaking. I just see my old. Should I call Milk Drop 3D? Ooh. I went on Twitch and I was watching Steve Perillo. Steve Perillo, who I first saw on Tech TV when he was probably around 20 or 30 years old, I think. Waythorn was mentioning how old and decrepit he looks now because of one picture he found. Steve, if you're watching this, I don't care. I'm going to maybe talk a little bit crap about you right now, but overall, Steve Perillo has been a net beneficial thing in my life. He has a Twitch channel where he just like does some stuff. He's a bit of an asshole because he's a very pay-to-win person. Like, hey, you want to interact with me, you have to pay me. He knows how to build an audience and to milk them for money. He's very much, oh, I'm going to leave the stream, and unless you donate money, I will not come back sort of deal, which I think I'm against that. But he was using AI to code HTML in a way to create. He was making apps in HTML using AI. I think he was mainly using Claude and Gemini. And what he did was sort of unlock something where because I'm like, I understand, like, hey, AI is cool. It's because you could become your own factory. You can become your Andy Warhol and make your own slaves and whip them to do whatever you want. And that's cool if you could actually whip them to do some cool shit. And he has a cool page. I think it's like Prillo.com/arcade. That's the wrong address, but if you might find it through there. But he has like he programs using AI HTML to make little apps like putting filters on pictures and having sliders and all this stuff. Very, 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 very cool. And then I was like, maybe I could make an audio visualizer and HTML. That's sort of like Milk Drop. And then I found that Milk Drop using AI has a part 3. And somebody did it. So go find that person and send them money. Tell them I said thank you. But damn it, porn is going to get really cool, man. Because once this AI, once like VO3 becomes public domain because of like third-party hacks from Pakistan or wherever, other places in the world that don't care about laws. I don't know if Pakistan is a place that doesn't care about laws, but I'm just saying, like, you could pretend that you're a Pakistani and you could be a Canadian that's actually from the South Pole, and then copy a program to make. You can make your own VO3 that's completely. You could just make little cat girls in VR, AR cat girls that'll interact with you live. Hey, they'll eat me. All right, everybody. I think are we done with the show? Is that the end of the show? I'm talking about cat girls and AI and stuff, and Paimon from the Solomon and the Greater Key, which might be tied with. Isn't Crowley from like the fucking 60s? How does that tie in with Kings of David versus Goliath? It's a weird blending of realities that I don't understand. But hey, I'm here for it. I kind of dig it. I like blending. I like to blend things, and AI is very good at blending things. You'd be like, hey, I want to take this. I want to steal this. I want to steal that. I want to steal all this shit and throw it in a blender, and I want it to come out. The thing is, AI is really good at making. Oh yeah, fuck. I saw this clip of a wounded large cat. Wasn't a house cat. It was like a tiger maybe. Somebody pulls off the side of the road and they go and they wash the wound out and they put a bandage on the cat and they feed the cat. And I believed it until they were pouring a liquid onto the wound, and then it made it look like there were bugs going places. It was just the AI was falling apart. But I believed this video. And then I saw the same video. It was like a person healing a injured eagle on the side of the road. It's very realistic. And it's good. Like that sold me. I was like, I believe in this. But the thing is, after it won't be able to hold up for as a human, a movie around an hour at least. Hour and a half is perfect. That's why horror movies are great. 2 hours, 3 hours, these Marvel movies are getting too long. But when AI can make a complete movie that is longer than about 20 minutes, and it's not just like still frames that are slightly animated. I love the Panavision shit. I love all the weird shit. I love fucking crazy, nasty, silly, strange, whatever. But it's always less than 5 minutes, which is just a clip. It's not a movie. It's not going to steal people's jobs. Unless you weren't really worth it. Maybe. Perhaps. Answer to Paimon. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. We'll be back next week with more Nick the Rat Radio. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. You guys are late night warriors. Stopwatch at 000. Fuck. Shit. Bye. We have Nexor. Vapor Trail.
I'm having the bedroom with a bed in it. You will cook and clean. You do know what we're taking on.
Yes,
You know the dangers.
I do.
This is a serious undertaking. It's not fucking astral projection or runes. This is real stuff we're playing with. Real angels, real demons.
I know this.
You read cunts on the internet saying it's just mental states, that you're guardian angels, your higher self. Psychobabble bollocks. So you'll go for days without sleep, fasting, back-breaking rites, ritual sex. You'll be at the very edge.
Don't kill